Sorry, Doc. I've had the other film developers.
I ain't got the time now.
Simon.
Dennis has told me so much about you.
Well, he shouldn't have.
Not in a bad way.
Not in any sort of way, because it's gossiping. I ain't never been one for that.
Well, you and he are very close, aren't you?
Wow. He's a good boy. Though he don't believe it himself. That's what comes of growing up without a father, I suppose.
I'm still trying to get my head around it too. Are you alright, Doc?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're not, are you? What? Was it a hairspray or something?
No. I just felt a bit faint, that's all. I missed my breakfast this morning, that's what it is. I'll have another cup of tea, I'll be fine.
Alright, I'll just nip out and get some milk in then. Yeah.
I don't know what you're fussing about.
Well, according to Chrissy, you had quite a turn.
Oh, medical expert now, is she?
And I saw Jim earlier. He says you're off your food.
Ah. I've always had the appetite of a sparrow, everybody knows that.
Well, you'll start looking like one if you don't get some food inside you.
Dennis, I do appreciate your concern.
Nothing's wrong, is it, Dom?
No. No, I'm sure not. I don't even know why I'm talking to you about this.
Because something's worrying you. It's obvious.
Oh, I'm just a silly old fool. You asked Dr. Leroy.
You've been to see a doctor?
Yes. Well, not exactly. I've talked to him. Sort of.
And what does that mean?
Look, I really ain't got time for all this. What's this? Doctor's appointment.
Yeah. I dropped by the surgery for you.
I told you it was something and nothing.
Now who's the medical expert?
I don't want to waste Dr. Leroy's time.
Well, you won't be. They managed to squeeze you in between appointments tonight.
Well, it's very sweet of you. I'm sure it's nothing.
Right, what about my speech?
What speech?
Well, it's got to be a speech, isn't it?
It's not going to be a big reception, you know.
I will get the drinks.
There's another first. Must be all this talk of marriage making her feel all wifely.
Buy a drink?
I'm all right, dear.
Sure about that?
Yeah, I'm getting around in.
I'm not talking about the drinks. Only you never said how it went in the doctor's.
Oh, it's all right.
And?
Oh, I'm in fine fettle. But thanks for asking. Kat.
Yeah.
Could I have a round for our lot over here when you got the time? There's loads of chores that I've got to be doing.
You better take note, my dear. Daiso are expected to be here when we get married.
Two hopes, Mr. Truman. None and none at all.
So, you going to tell me what the doctor really said?
I told you earlier. Fit as a fiddle.
Now look me in the eye and say that.
Well, maybe they was a bit concerned.
Not just a bit. Look, Dot, I'm not going to tell anyone.
I've been referred. I got an appointment at the hospital on Friday afternoon.
I knew it.
No, it's just routine. And I don't want nobody making a fuss about it. It's nothing. I mean, I'd be the first to tell everybody, wouldn't I?
And what's Jim saying about it?
He don't know.
Why not?
Because there's no point in him worrying about nothing.
All the same, you should tell him.
I am perfectly fine.
Listen, you've been good to me in the past. Now, don't think I'm not going to be the same back, all right?
You're better than your father. Don't let nobody tell you different.
I've got my eye on you, Dot.
Don't be you scared of the punters.
Good. Morning, Dot.
Good morning. I'm collecting for Dr. Truman.
Why, what's he done?
He ain't done nothing, Dennis. He's off to Hawaii.
Well, he can pay for his own holiday then.
He ain't going on holiday. He's going to be running a medical mission. People there ever so poor. And there've been all these wars and horrible dictators.
Are you sure you got the right place?
How do you know this, Dot?
Because he told me, Zoe.
You mean he's here?
Well, he's been back at the B&B, but only for the wedding. He's leaving today.
Oh, it's been a bit slow this morning, Dot. Maybe later.
Yeah, listen, isn't it your hospital appointment today?
Yes, afternoon.
And are you all right with that?
Oh, why shouldn't I be?
Well, I just saw that if you wanted...
Look, Dennis, I can't stop. I've got to finish off the market and then I've got to get myself back to the laundrette. Oh, hello.
Those market traders been digging deep? Or do you want me to use a bit of gentle persuasion?
Oh, Dennis, you know I don't like talk like that. Well, It is a bit disappointing. I mean, in my day, people were a lot more generous. They give the last penny to someone less fortunate. But nowadays...
Maybe they just think it's too far away.
Oh, I notice you ain't given nothing.
And why should I? I don't know Anthony. Apart from being Zoe's ex, he's got nothing to do with me.
Well, that is the attitude I'm talking about.
All right, look, I'm on my way to the bookies. If I win, I chip in. That's if you'll take money from the horses.
If it's legal, it's fine.
So, you didn't tell me when your appointment was.
Why should I? Now, I don't want to be rude.
But
you don't see me poking me nose in where it ain't wanted. Well, that was different.
And I'm glad you did.
Yes, well, I'm a lot older than you and it ain't the same.
All right. One more thing. Who's going to take up the hospital? Jim, Pauline?
No, they're busy, and I wouldn't dream of asking.
What, you going by yourself?
Well, of course I am. I mean, it isn't as if I'm going halfway round the world like Dr. Truman. I'm only going up Walford General. Oh, Dennis, will you stop fussing? I got enough on my plate as it is, because I promised Dr. Truman I'd get him 100 quid.
There you go.
Oh, well, charity covereth the multitude of sins. 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 8.
Now you know.
Here, Doc.
Oh, thank you.
I did win on the horses.
Oh, Dennis, how lovely.
Hey, Mo's been shouting her mouth off. It seems she don't approve of your collection method, so I thought I'd jump in before you robbed the post office.
You know, I still ain't gotten nearly what I promised him.
What does it matter?
Oh, no, I can't stop. I wish you all the luck in the world. I think what you're doing is wonderful. Don't go fussing, I'm late.
Yeah, but I could come with you if you like.
Definitely not, I'll be fine. I told you I didn't want no one coming with me.
Who says I'm coming with you?
Where you going?
Excuse me, mate, there been a 15 along lately?
Not lately, no.
Oh, so you just happen to be catching a bus what's going past the hospital?
Free country. Look, I don't mind going upstairs and sitting at the back, but as long as you promise not to keep ringing the bell. It's been a long time since I've been thrown off a bus. I don't intend to start again now.
Oh, Dennis, I can't be doing with it. Not if you're going to be carrying on like this all the way. I ain't now got enough on me plate.
It's all right for you. You got a pass. I'm going to have to shell out. Doc, if you really don't want me to come with you, then fine.
It's all the same to me, I'm sure.
There you go.
Ah.
Careful. Olivia, isn't that where Anthony's heading?
Yeah, I think it is.
Or was it Botswana?
It's foreign. What's it matter?
You ever been abroad, Doc?
Only the once Charlie took me to France on a boat. Ooh, the smells. And the way they spoke.
What, French?
And as for them labbies,
So you don't envy him then?
I couldn't do it.
No, but you've been running around helping him to raise money all day.
Oh, well, you got to do what you can.
At least it'd be safe to go back in the laundrette. Yeah.
Mrs. Branning, would you like to follow me, please?
I won't be long.
I ain't going nowhere. Dot, how'd it go? Dot?
Oh, Dennis. He thinks I might have cancer.
Ready? So it's going to be fine. You're just going to take a look, check a few things out.
Might be cancer, they said.
You don't know that. That's why they're going to run the tests.
I better go in.
You want me to come with you?
No. I'd rather go on my own.
Hey, how'd it go? What did they say?
Nothing. They didn't say nothing. I've got to wait. I've got to come back next week for the results.
Well, that's not a bad thing, is it? I mean, if it was bad, they'd tell you today. What's wrong?
I didn't expect to feel like this. I didn't expect to feel so scared.
If you want anything, you let me know, all right?
Thanks.
Oh, you'll both have to wait.
Oh, help with someone laid across the road, are we?
Look, it may have escaped your notice, but all the women in your life seem to have gone. Someone's got a reel to the stock. Doc! How is it?
Fine.
Oh, yeah?
Well, there's no sense worrying about things that you can't control, is there?
There's no point in bottling stuff up when you've got friends around, either.
It's the only way I know.
I'll get it. Listen, fancy a cup of tea?
Oh, no, I'm too busy for tea. I've got a busy day.
Okay.
Dorothy? Dorothy? Didn't you hear me?
Well, of course I did. I ain't deaf. I've got far better things to do with my days than listen to you whittering on. I'll see you at tea time.
All right.
Can I do this reporting to do in the morning?
Yes, I expect you'll find room for it.
Did you get the results of your test? Doc? Bad news. I'm sorry.
Well, if that's what the Lord's got planned for me.
Did you tell Jim?
You want softener?
Dot, you can't do this on your own, and Jim won't want you to. You got to tell him. And yes, I want softener.
Your dad was joking about the dusting, wasn't he?
Yeah, he knows you're not the dusting type. What you got?
Oh, I hope they catch them, whoever was responsible. I mean, they should be ashamed of themselves beating up that poor Mrs. Hendry. Them kind of wounds never heal.
So, Jim been looking after you?
He's probably under the stairs, looking for his present.
But he is taking you to the hospital, right?
I am perfectly capable of going to the hospital under my own steam, thank you very much.
You haven't told him, have you?
Dr. Leroy said he'd probably caught it early, and I'm feeling ever so much better, and I don't want to make a fuss.
But don't...
Listen, if you sneeze nowadays, they say pneumonia. I do not want sympathy.
Yeah, but he can help you through this.
Well, it's only a scan.
But Jim should know.
Look, I am not going to worry him needlessly, and that is that. Anyway, I've got to get to work.
I'll get it.
I'd like a word with you, if you don't mind.
Hang on.
You shouldn't have tried to tell Jim. It weren't right.
I should have tried to force you, no, but
I shouldn't have been short with you, because you was only trying to help. And it ain't that I don't appreciate it or that I'm ungrateful, but I don't want my affairs broadcast to the whole world. I don't want to talk about it or think about it. I want things to carry on the way they are, because the way they are is the way they ought to be. And changing everything won't help, because Jimmy's an old man. He don't need this at his time of life. And Sonia, she shouldn't be worrying about me this time. So you are the only one what can know. And if you're willing, I'd like to think that I've got you, should I need you. Because I know it's a lot to ask, but you was right. Because there will come a time when I will.
Yeah.
But perhaps that time's a long way off, eh?
Perhaps.
No, she's on a mission, isn't she?
Doing what?
Buying me a surprise birthday present.
Ain't much of a surprise then, is it?
Well, I think that's what she's doing. She's been very secretive lately, and I can't think what else it can be.
Okay?
This is ever so kind of you, Dennis.
Don't worry about it.
Whose car is it?
It's Andy's.
Oh, you're not friends with him again, are you? I don't want you falling in with him on account of me.
Borrowing his car doesn't make us mates, no. All set?
All these tests and scans and whatnot. CT, MRI, plasty this, plasty that. You see it on the telly, don't you? Them great big machines, like something out of science fiction. All that technology, that jargon.
Yeah, but it's all there to help you get better. All those doctors, all those machines, just let them do their job.
What, even if you need to be at college for 3 years to understand a word they're saying?
You know what? I don't know how my telly works. I still watch it.
Well, when you put it like that.
So the sooner we get going, the sooner you can get some help. All right?
All right, then.
I could stay, if you want.
No, it's all right, then.
It's not a problem.
No, I've got to see the nurse. You know, have all these scans and whatnot. I don't know how long I'll be.
Well, at least let me get you a cup of tea or
No,
something.
I can do that for myself.
Okay. Look, you sure you don't want me to wait?
Look, you fussing around don't make things more cheerful. I'm sure you've got better things to do than hang around the hospital all day.
Not really.
Well, you ought to have. Shouldn't be idle, young man like you. Here, get that car back to Andy. I don't want you indebted to his sort.
Dot.
Go home. There's a good boy. Where have you sprung from?
Well, I figured you could use a friendly face. Thank you.
What did I tell you?
Yeah, well, I never was much good at being told what to do. How you doing?
This place is full of sick people.
Mrs. Branning?
I'll be right here. It's okay, no one's about.
I'll need to do this again for my results.
I'll square it with Andy.
You know, I've spent my life worrying that I was ill. Now I really am ill. Look, it's been a very long day. Thank you for coming back.
I'll be with you when you get your results. Everything's going to be fine.
Yes. Thank you, Dennis.
I waited until Jim had left.
Oh, thank you, Dennis.
Come on. Careful, it's hot.
Well, I'm in the right place if I scold myself.
Everything's going to be fine, Dot, I promise.
Certain of that, are you?
But you do realise if they take you in, you're going to have to tell Jim and Sonia. Don't worry, they'll cope.
Yes, but why should they have to? I mean, Sonia, she's just starting out with Martin, and Jim, he's got it into his head that he wants to go to India to see Robbie. How can I tell him I've got cancer?
Just wait and hear the news first, all right? You never know, they might have caught it in time. They might not need to do anything at all.
All the tests that you've had will tell us whether or not the tumour is still inside the kidney. Now, the good news is it still appears to be contained within the organ, as far as we can tell.
That's something to be thankful for.
There's a small chance that the scans won't have told us everything. We'll know for certain afterwards.
After what?
Surgery, Mrs. Branning. As soon as we can. Let's whip you in and have a proper look round.
Hi. Zoe. I had to go out. No, it's nothing important.
You can't use that in here, I'm afraid. You'll have to take it outside.
Sorry, I'll call you straight back, yeah?
Oh, nurse. That young man, what was here?
Oh, he had to go out.
Oh, thank you.
I can give him a message if I see him.
Tell him I've gone for a walk.
Doc, where have you been?
I couldn't find you, so I went
What
for
did
a
the
walk.
doctor say?
Oh, doctor, could I talk to you?
If you have any questions, the nurse can...
No, it's you I want to see.
Come on.
Doc, what did he say?
I won't be long, Dennis.
What did he say? What are the results?
Couldn't be better.
Really?
All this modern technology, they got it wrong. Yeah, you know that scan they done. Well, I ain't got cancer.
What?
No, it's a cyst, they said, or something. They did explain. But I don't need no treatment.
And they're sure about that? They couldn't have made a mistake?
No, they give you some pills to take, but leave it alone, they said.
Checkups? What about checkups?
Oh, 6 months. Yeah, it's hardly worth bothering about.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Didn't I tell you?
Yeah. Let's go home, shall we?
Yeah.
Come on. Come with me. Hold this, please, Patrick.
What, now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, not in front of the children, Dorothy. It's not another pair of socks, is it?
You remember that tune? What you couldn't get out of your head?
Yeah, what about it? You found it, haven't you?
Happy?
Oh, I'm having a lovely time. All my friends are here, but most important, so are you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Are you?
I'm also slightly drunk.
For the waiting game, but I have a little money, and I have a
Happy birthday, Jim.
And the days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November.
Jim?
Is your dad about?
No, he's not. He's down a runner. Don't ask. Same old story.
Oh, sorry about that.
Don't be, I'm not. Anyway, what do you want him for? You and Dot planning a wild club night or something?
No, that's something personal, that's all.
What, you and Den?
Well, it's something that Dorothy and him were talking about, yeah.
Nothing wrong with Dot, is there?
No, what, boy, did he say something?
No, nothing to me. It's, well, you know, me and Dot, we're mates. If there was anything...
No, me and Dorothy, we're fine there. No.
You fancy a quick drink?
Oh, not half, son, yeah.
So you and Dorothy then? Happy marriages.
Happy marriages.
It's a shame Den can't see what he's got on his doorstep, really.
Yeah.
Only he's too busy playing the hard man to realise. If you ask me, there's nothing clever about running away and leaving someone you're supposed to care about.
Yeah, well, that's what some blokes do, though, isn't it? They can't handle the emotional stuff, can they?
Yeah, but you seem to do all right. You and Dot, you're solid, aren't you?
Well, she's my rock, yeah.
Well, there you go. And you don't mind people knowing how you feel about her. Takes a lot more bottle to be like that than it does to keep it zipped.
Yeah, well, it ain't always that easy, is it? Sometimes it's better to keep it to yourself, isn't it?
Better. Easier, maybe. Look, I might go and pop round and see Dot later. Is she going to be about?
No, she's busy, like, because she's going to Scotland tomorrow. It's Scotland.
Scotland. Nice. Well, you send her my love and tell her to keep away from men in skirts, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Dennis, thank you ever so much for the flowers. They was lovely.
Pleasure. Listen, you take care on your trip, all right?
Yeah. You can pop over for a cup of tea if you like, before midday.
I'd love to.
hello, son. All right.
Darling.
Yeah, she's out in the kitchen, mate. Yeah, go in.
Lovely.
Well, I'll leave you to it, ain't you?
So you all set then?
Yeah, I didn't want to go without saying goodbye.
And I won't want you to either. Not after all you've done for me. It means a lot you being there.
Well, in that case, I want paying back. Because I don't think you got no idea of what a thoroughly decent young man you are.
No?
No. And I expect you to make the very best of all the raw materials at your disposal, because you are capable of great things, Dennis Rickman. And I believe in you. And anyone what don't is no judge of human nature.
Or maybe you're just seeing something that no one else can.
No, I ain't. I'm proud of you.
I'll see you when you get back.
Can I have a pint, please?
James, I am sorry, mate. Hey, Trace, you can go now, darling. Come on, you lot, off you go, because we've got a night of freedom to enjoy. Oh, yes, come on, out you get.
Jim? Jim?
What's he up to?
Jim? Jim?
Hey,
what are you doing?
What's he doing? He's spilling it all over the floor, obviously. Jim, come on, the tank was for free, the beer you pay for when we're open. You know how it works, come on.
Jim, what's happened? I just want a pint, that's all. I just want to have a pint, a cup of snout, and sit down.
What, not make you stand up at home, is it?
Shut it, you. And then he went and called time early, didn't he, eh? Ruined all my plans. When I looked, I had plenty of time. I just want to sit on my own, I'm not going to talk to them, I'll be out of the way, don't worry. I just want to get it over with, just sit at a table, have a fag. Just try it on my own, that's all. By myself.
What's the matter with that?
She's got cancer. Cancer in the kidney. They're doing her now.
You could have said it.
Oh, yeah, you know, Dorothy, she's don't no fuss.
Yeah, but you should have said it.
Yeah, I know. And what would you have said back? Thanks very much indeed, lads, but I didn't come in here to talk.
No. Yeah. No, fair enough, Jim.
Sure.
Jim, you go and sit down and I'll bring you over a pint, eh?
Because my Dorothy, she's got the key, hasn't she, already? She's going to be there with her arms folded, in paradise, and I ain't going to be able to reach her.
Jim, I'm sure that'll be all right.
I spoke to him today. I did, me, an ordinary bloke standing in his kitchen, talking to himself. I asked him to give me a sign. Just let me know you're there. Just tell me she's going to be all right and I'll do anything. I said I'll pack up the fags, the drink, I'll even go to church with Dorothy twice a week, and I promise I won't go to sleep. Just tell me she's all right.
Bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, Bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me.
Yeah? Right. Yeah. She's all right. Oh. He said, my Dorothy's all right.
Jim.
Yeah, man.
Oh, well done, Jim, man.
No, I won't have any more, because Dorothy don't like the smell of it. Right.
It's good to see you, Doc.
Thank you.
Everything all right?
Dr. Randall, you know, me surgeon, he come to see me before I left. He'd had the results of that biopsy test back. And they think they got all of it.
That's great news.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Come on, love. Let's be on.
See you later, alligator.
In a while, crocodile.